Namaskar, this is Abhishek Sengupta from Tales and Talks podcast by ASG Talks. Friends, changes are always constant and you have to accept whenever it is knocking your door. There are people who have anticipated it well before, and our today's guest, one of those pioneers of the industry who has worked with a multinational company and gradually shifted to a business of garments. And even before the AI, the conceptualization of AI was there, he anticipated it and introduced it to the garment fraternity. We will be talking about AI, we'll be talking about digitization, and we will be talking about what are the challenges, how are the challenges to be combated, or for that matter, what all new opportunities AI is going to give it to us. Let's hear it from our guest today, Mr. Kamal Bhaskar. Hi, Kamal sir. Welcome to the Tales and Talk podcast, sir. How are you today? How are you today?
I'm good. Pleasure of having me here, and I think you gave a very good introduction about me.
Thank you so
And,
much. You deserved it.
Yeah.
This was well deserved. So let me come down to my first question, sir. What is AI to you? In your language, how do you explain AI?
So I'll explain it in a way that, with my background, you gave me a good introduction about myself. So being an engineer, I always structure things, and I will structure AI for the industry as well. So literally, it is artificial intelligence, and it has to be used with common sense. Fashion industry needs it, and so when we talk about AI, it is basically automating your processes,
Okay.
making them predictive, making them more accurate, making them more achievable with a lot of efficiency. If I have to say what AI does to me or to the industry, like I can easily say that I have 20 trained designers who work tirelessly
Wow.
without taking coffee break, no boyfriend break, no movie break, and they keep on working.
So all of them are girls.
All of them are girls at the moment. So I don't know with gender bias. So girlfriend nowadays, like you have LGBT, so you can have girls everywhere, and in different way. Yeah. So it is a very tireless process. It has its own intelligence, and I feel industry needs it, and especially garment where I think we have been plagued with a lot of inefficiencies. So AI is here to make things better. It means automation. It means intelligence. It means doing everything in the right way.
So is it now you landed up into this business? How? If we can see through your background, you have been into the diversification zone, basically, primarily, if I may say. So what was your journey, sir? How did you land up here? Because
Yeah.
today's conceptualization, today's understanding is going to give us a lot of inputs for the people who are apprehensive about AI. So we need to break that bridge or make that bridge more stronger. So how did you land up into this business? What is your journey?
Yeah. So I'll start from 2010, though my career is started much before that. In 2010, I moved into fashion retail.
No, we'll go beyond.
So let's go back.
So let's go back to, I heard that you were a cricketer and you have played Ranji.
Yeah,
So let us come from there.
Yeah, so this is year 1987.
Wonderful.
Class 11th, giving my trial for district in cricket.
So which district?
Gurgaon district.
Gurgaon.
I'm here since 78.
Okay.
And I've been playing for stadium team from 1984. So 3 years gave me a bit of recognition. I was asked to appear for trials for state Ranji Trophy team.
So this was which year, sir? 87?
87.
Wonderful.
So 87 I appeared and I got selected. So there's a उस टाइम पे 28 लोग सिलेक्ट होते थे. जो एक कैंप बनता था, उस कैंप में आपको जाना 1 महीने के लिए, 2 महीने के लिए फॉर द ट्रेनिंग, और उसके बाद फिर वो प्रोविंस में से 16 निकालते थे, 17 निकालते थे.
Oh.
So I was part of the 28, but early days parents used to be very cautious about.
True.
So my dad asked me whether you want to study or you want to
play.
I had no choice but to study. So I opted to pick up studies. I didn't go for my camp.
Okay.
And hence the opportunity got wasted. But again, I got a chance to be part of a Ranji Trophy B team.
Okay. This was which year?
Same,
87
only.
Fine.
And again, the things so happened that I had my practicals and I had my exam. I had my match.
Okay.
And I had to again skip my match. And I was among the 16-member team. Didn't play. It was against Railway in '87. And then after that, I really didn't get chance to go back in this, right cricket frame. I then moved on to do my engineering in Manipal. So I did my mechanical engineering from there. And then in '95, I did my MBA finance. From there, I moved into my finance zone. I was part of merchant banking industry until 2000. In 2000, I became part of a media company, and I was a CFO, initially consultant, then I became CFO. Uh, we grew that company from scratch, I would say.
Okay.
And then in 2007, we sold it off to WPP, world's largest media company. They control the entire advertising world. So that was one, I would say, accomplishment or achievement, I would say, that we could sell a company to WPP. From there onward, I was looking for opportunities. And then in 2010, I felt that I can move into fashion retail. So I acquired a brand, but things so happened that I had to launch my own brand. There were some challenges there. So in 2010, I became part of fashion industry, and I'm holding on that flag till date. And from retail, 2010, 2015, a debut in e-commerce. E-commerce wave was on. And in 2019 or 18, I would say, we started giving design services. So Coos was a client whom we started feeding in, and more. But I can name Coos because we really had some commendable projects with them, including their designer wear. Shivan Naresh project was done by our team. So design became our forte.
Forte.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then COVID happened. We were all grounded at home. Then this 3D was emerging out. Virtuality was emerging out. Even we felt that we should start moving into space which is more virtual, more away from physical. And all along from 2010 to 2020, I just felt that there's a huge reliance on physical garments, physical samples. I'm making 10, 2 are getting selected, 8 are getting into just going as a waste.
Correct.
So that was one pain area which was always hidden inside me, but there was no answer. 3D gave us that answer. That you can create a garment, show it to your buyer, show it to a brand, let them decide on it. You can create iterations because
We'll come to this.
Yeah.
We'll come to this.
Yeah.
Now, the journey that you have spread through is really, really having its own story. Matlab, cricketer, engineer, getting into finance, then coming into garment industry, and then again 3D. So, were you anticipating all of them? That this is going to be the time and I must get myself prepared?
I would say there's always an evolution. You need to time it correctly. So from cricketer to engineer to finance guy to retailer to e-commerce to 3D, now AI, I would say the timing has been right for me
Possibly.
to say that, okay, and I always feel that I'm ahead of time. I get a lot of sarcasm for that as well. So 3D happened to us when nobody was talking about it. AI has happened to us when people still talking about, that whether it can replace human skills or it can do wonders for the industry. But we feel that we are very strongly holding that fort. We're saying that AI 3D will change the way fashion industry works.
Fantastic. So you are majorly into the Western wear, or what is it? Majorly Western wear. What you're catering to?
See, ours is a very, very fluid process.
Okay.
It's just that we happen to cater to Western wear because people are accepting it. We've done Indian wear as well. We've done kids wear as well. We've done men's wear also, purely again using AI 3D. So application is vast. We are doing lingeries now.
Okay.
So application is vast. So whichever way the industry is sort of demanding it. So we need to first address the demand of the industry and then try and place it everywhere.
Ours is a very traditional country, India, if we talk about. So possibly now, if in India, if we are considering the market for India, so this ethnic part happens to be a major segment or major sector of the business. Like if we talk about saris or langas. So now is 3D possible, or is AI possible with that ideology? Because you would know sarees has a altogether a vast collection, or theory, if I may say. Similarly, lehengas. I'm just taking two
Yeah,
short
sure.
examples that has just cropped up. So finally, how do you see that yes, AI is going to be a part of them as well? Because Western wear is okay, accepted. It's easier to do those things with whatever ideology we have. But how far is sarees and lehengas
Yeah.
going to be considered?
See, if I have to tell you about the market shift, uh, India is slow, slow in overall acceptance of 3D and AI, and hence you see even the Indian wear stuff is not seen in the light of 3Ds and all. You don't see a lot of them.
Yeah.
As a technology, yes, we can create sarees, we can create lehengas. They are again fabrics, they are motifs, they are embroideries. All is being made at the moment.
Okay.
We're doing it.
Okay.
Now, if I have to give it for a lehenga guy, I can give it. If I have to give it to a sari guy, I can give it. I can create sarees for 1.5 yard, and I can give it to him. For me, limitation is not by a category. My only challenge is that who is accepting it, I have to give it to them. So Indian mindset is still very heavily dependent on physical garments, physical
I'll come to
sampling.
that. I'll come to
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So you have been primarily catering to the global market. So what is the global market, that overseas market, that you are right now servicing?
We have brands, we have buying houses, we
Okay.
have
So which all countries primarily?
like I'm working for UK,
Okay.
I've worked for US, I'm
Wonderful.
working for UAE. Brands are everywhere. So these three areas we already done. We've done for Europe as well.
Excellent. Now, if I may say, these are Western countries. These Western countries are more of into the acceptability mode, and of course, in our traditional country, or if you talk of our subcontinent, there is always an apprehension or a mind block. So, what is the next step for our people to accept this concept? Because of course India is super potential if we talk of the garment industry. So but there is a lagging of acceptance or something like that. So how do you think this is going to be overtaken, or when is it the time that this mindset would overcome its own mindset of mind block?
See, the basic thing is availability of technology and resources.
Correct.
And manpower too. When mobile started, very few handsets, very few players. 16 rupees per minute was incoming call. 16 rupees per minute was outgoing call. I'm part of that. I used to pay 16 rupees for even you give me a call, and if I'm talking to you, so you're paying 16, I'm paying 16 for the call. So we come from that era.
Absolutely.
Now you see with the mass adoption, handset cost going down, coming in 30,000, even in hundreds, and the cost of. So again, here in this AI 3D, we don't have that kind of flexibility. You only have very handful player. If I talk about AI 3D, 2-3 players who are doing this at scale. Out of them, only one is doing seamless integration of AI and 3D, and that is our player, which is Style 3D.
Oh, okay.
So even Clo 3D, which is a prominent player, we call them pioneer in the industry, does not have seamless integration of AI and 3D. What does that mean technically? Whatever I create in 3D, the moment I transfer that into AI, there's a distortion. So it doesn't remain same. Similarly, what I create on AI and I transfer that to 3D, again, there's a distortion. So the seamless that what I create here remains here, what I create here remains here, is a path breaking technology which is being achieved by Style 3D. So we have partnered with them.
Wonderful.
And even for India adoption, we're giving a lot of awareness, we're giving a lot of training. For the
So are there people, are there companies in India who are gradually becoming, having an inclination towards this approach? Or
awareness is needed.
Awareness.
I feel that, yeah, because the platforms are not there. It is purely on us. How far I can run is my area of reach. And yes, not that they're not aware of. I was having a call with one big lingerie company day before yesterday, acquired by Reliance. And I spoke about our collaboration with this company. He is aware of that collaboration. They're still using the second best, just because that company is slightly better present in India. So they are aware of. They are taking it forward, but they only have one option, whereas there's only second option available. So what I'm saying that enough technology is not available, enough resources to use them is not available. Plus, there are not platforms where we create awareness. It's purely by virtue of, since I know you, I'll tell you. Possibly you can spread the word, around, and people may ask for it. Is the way we are moving in the market. We create presentations, we share with our peer group. They're further propagating it. We're getting calls. We're getting, even those calls are phenomenal. I'm possibly sitting on more than 100 calls at the moment.
So that means the acceptance is gradually
But
building.
that is too minuscule.
Too minuscule.
Yeah, the size of the industry is $200 billion, and even our 3D acceptance is more than $20 billion, and I don't see any player. I only see technology provider.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So we are trying to be there in the space where technology and application of it has to be taken out. Application means how do I use this technology to democratize it?
Correct.
We went to one college to see that they should adopt it so that students can get trained, and thereafter, you can really have a mass movement.
In fact, this is my next question. I think youth, that we call the Gen Z, they're the next people or the next generation possibly, who would be more acceptable to this concept of AIs, or for that matter, the modifications, or easily getting into this aspect of work. So what is it? Colleges are more pro?
See, no, you got to convince them.
Yeah.
They have their curriculum. They don't want to tinker with that. They have their, course approvals from central body. So they're cautious. At the same time, if I may take name, Clo 3D has tied up with various institutions like NFT and Pearl Academy. We want Style 3D to be part of it. We have approached few institutions.
Okay.
They've taken presentations. They have loved it. We claim ours is a better product than Clo in a way. But yeah, we need convincing. At the same time, what I feel that when we talk about Gen Z, they have been given all empowerment, all benefits in the life. But this part, which is to do with education, technology, is not been given to them the way they want it. It is more to do with either education or just by force, but it is not easily available to them.
But sir, if you may see, in certain malls or in certain chain stores, we have seen a provision for AI where people now stand, or some big brands have started doing it in the domain of B2C customers directly. Now customers are interested. How do I look like? They surf that approach. But on the same time, the B2B part is not accepting it as a whole, because still there is a concept of feeling the garment. Still there is a concept of trying the garment. So AI, of course, is an advantage of creating. But now from the portion of creation to the feel factor or to the trial factor, so there is a journey.
Yeah.
So this is where the difference comes, and the feel factor and the trial factor are not matching, if you may understand me. So how do you bridge this gap, sir? Because the feeling, whosoever is feeling the garment, or the trial factor and the sampling, all of them are different parts. Now the sampling portion can be done through AI, what I think is, but when it comes to the trials or the feel of the garment, there the apprehension stands. So are the generations ready for them? Because my next question would be on the skills. We'll talk about that. So how do you see that there's this demarcation of understanding?
Yeah. See, again, what AI is helping is that instead of 10 physical samples, carry 1 or 2.
Wonderful.
Okay, so 8 can be eliminated by just having them in front of you.
Excellent.
Looking like actual garment, a model is wearing, able to see how it was constructed, everything you have. So AI in 3D allows you to do that without touching a single fabric or cutting a single piece. So out of 10 garments needed to approve a sample, I would say We have cut down that crap by 80%. So 2 pieces are needed. One garment is needed to still see how
The
physically,
trials.
which is the human body.
Correct,
They
correct.
want to try it on human body. So we've reached till there.
Wonderful.
It wasn't there few years ago.
Exactly.
You still wanted to have 10 garments. Even factory used to make 20 to give 10, and 10 will become 2. So 18 garments are going in trash. And
So
hence,
it's a huge
it's a
wastage.
huge environmental waste, huge cost, time, all comes to the product. So we were able to eliminate that part. First achievement is that.
This is excellent.
Second is when you say whether we'll be able to replace the single garment, it may happen, may not happen. It all depends on how market is evolving. We buy a lot of stuff online nowadays by just seeing the image. So maybe that will
So you have been a part now. You वो कहते हैं ना कि पहले खुद पे try कर लो. So you must be doing that now. Is sampling, if we talk of sampling, because any and every company is into sampling, and majority of them are still into traditional part. So what are the principal benefits of AI if they take up sampling as a con? You said wastage is one. What are the other benefits? Because this has to be elaborated to the people who are still into the traditional sampling.
See, the basic principle is that get away with this mindless sampling. You know, that you create something intuitively using astrology, that this may get success, you know, that can be eliminated. So this is one big takeaway for these guys, to feel confident of what they are going to offer to their buyer or to whoever. So that confidence comes in when you've seen your product in some capacity. So AI is able to do that they're able to show you the range of products, the range of, if I talk about prints can have various scales, various combinations. Just imagine you have to do digital print of every half a meter for the same similar kind of print in different
Correct.
variation. It's a cost, it's a time consuming. Whereas I'm able to do that digitally. I'm able to create garment of that one possibly may not get through. I can still show you the garment and make my model walk. So you're able to see things at scale and select whatever you want to. So you feel confident of what you're presenting it because you've seen the other stuff which you have eliminated. This is one big takeaway for manufacturing. Secondly, your patterns are coming out of this. Your physical pattern making gets substituted with this digital one. Your print patterns can be created, enlarged. Your embroideries can be created. So all which used to take days and weeks to get the first sample out is being done by AI at pace. So that is one big advantage to sampling process, that you're able to cut down the time by 70%. So what used to take 6 months to get your collection out, we are able to give in 21 days. You know, we've done it for many brands. They had a full-blown range starting from research, from WGSN to the end product with actual fabrics given to a company. They demanded 60, we gave them 115.
Which in India only it is?
This is Europe. This
Europe.
is a brand from Poland.
Okay.
They wanted to create a loungewear, and this is create something for us. We want 50-60 garments.
Okay.
And so we gave them 115 garments in 21 days in the actual fabrics. Again, fabrics transformed into garments through AI, and they were able to see it. Now this we need. So out of 115, they may select 80, 70.
Exactly.
So we're able to exceed expectations by just following this technology, at lesser time and with lesser amount, just $5,000, if I may say, of 115 samples at your disposal to make a decision.
Actually, if we see, this is a huge. This is working as a boon. Now, if we come to the bane part, idly, as the industry that we talk of,
Yeah.
the garment industry is more of into. It's a labor-intensive, skilled industry. So AI pouring down into the system is taking away jobs for many skilled people, which is of course a threat. So is it a threat?
The answer is big no, in capital NO. It is, you're just amplifying your skill. Let's say I have a designer and I give her a task and say, try and come back to me ASAP. We use this term ASAP.
Yeah.
Let that ASAP be the ASAP, minus 70% discount on the time. You as a company, as a team, you'll appreciate that. I'm not asking my machine to run faster because I put AI. Machine will do its part the way it has to be, but there are AI applications which are making machine more efficient in planning and whatever. But in terms of the soft skills, where human interface is seen, I'm possibly giving steroid to my team, not a harmful one, in a way that they're always efficient. They're always efficient by default, not by force. So AI is giving them the tool to come back to me ASAP minus 70%. And when I get minus 70% discount on the time, I'm able to go back to my buyer again in same 70% discount. So this is basically more to do with the efficiency, accuracy, and empowerment.
So now people have to adapt to AI.
Yeah.
That's an important part. So how because I am also from a generation where I'm in between. Should I accept or how far should I go with AI? Because there are a lot many possibilities of AI. So now people who want to adapt after a certain tenure that they have given to their particular industry. So now if they want to adapt, is it possible for them or is it really worrisome? Because if you see shift from a typewriter to computers was a concern at that point of time. So it is something like that. How do you see that? Is it a challenge?
See, if we can use WhatsApp, we can use AI.
Excellent.
It's
It's
as simple as
It's
that.
as simple.
Yeah.
Because you have been. Is it a training program that you take? Because a lot of training people, there are a lot of segments which are trying to train people through AI.
So as I told you, that we have partnered with the company, and hence wherever we are implementing, we do the hand holding, training, implementation, everything.
Wonderful.
This is what
So
we are,
for your partners also.
yeah, I mean whoever wants to buy this technology.
Okay.
This is available on subscription basis. So you take annual subscription, and you have the amplification part available to you. People, manufacturers who are selling it to brands, exporters, buying houses, e-commerce brands, D2C. I'm handling a couple of D2C at the moment,
Okay.
and they just love it. And this is so from a prompt. So one prompt. The prompt means, "Hey Abhishek" is a prompt. If I say "Hey Abhishek," my AI will give you some feedback. It may print a "Hey Abhishek" T-shirt and give it back to me.
Wonderful. Oh,
Now I have to train. I have to fine tune my AI engine.
how clear you are.
Yeah,
towards
it's
that.
like having a pet. It's like having a pet. You call your dog and he says, "Sit down." He'll sit down. Similarly, AI follows the same.
Mastered it. This is cool. Interestingly, sir, you said that I was under the impression that yes, you have been providing AI samplings and or making products, but you are into business of providing AI services also. So this is to whom?
Again, the audience is very wide.
Okay.
It can be one fashion enthusiast. One person can come. I want to start a brand, and I don't have factory as a start karte hain. So I can give him a collection without having a single piece. He can start his e-commerce brand. So he is my prospect. So single person can be my prospect. Amplified, a factory can be my prospect. Amplify, a buying agency can be my prospect. Amplify, a big brand in the global market can be my prospect. So whoever is part of this industry can be my prospect.
Whoever wants to start a business
Yeah. Start a business.
in garments, say
Yeah,
in garments or apparels. Say I want to make a T-shirt brand. I do not know anything about this. So I'm an engineer like you, but I'm not an engineer. So somewhere I want to start an apparel business of T-shirts. So I can do it with the guidance of AI that you will be providing. As a company, I can make it done.
Yeah. So let us say a company.
How? Please let us elaborate this.
So
This is very interesting.
Let me
please.
just take it one step back. When you say I'm an engineer, I want to start my T-shirt brand. If you go to any learned guy from physical manufacturing setup, he will have his word of advice and cautions. बेटे छोटा शुरू करो, बाद में बढ़ा लेना उसको. जब वो मेरे पास आता है तो मैं भी उसको उल्टा हो जाता हूँ. I said, you need 1,000 styles. You need 2,000 options. I can give it to you. So my AI amplification is allowing me to launch a brand with as much amplification needed for the brand to come. It is up to the person to decide whether he wants to launch a 25 t-shirt brand or a 1,000 t-shirt brand. This is launch. Now he has to fulfill it. He has to see what setup he has. But when you say launching a brand, I can give you what you need to launch a brand. I can give you garment with prints which they look as good as real, and you can launch your brand. You can go for made to measure or against order. You can do that as well without having a single garment cut or made. So my prompt gives you an end product which can be banner, which can be a campaign shot, in just one go in few minutes. So application wise, this is the intensity AI brings in. Now, when you're talking about what we do, we are giving it to end user, we are giving it to industry, and we're training them. We are taking this to institutions so that they also, teach to their kids. Even we are encouraging them to be part of our projects. Like we can give internship to maybe 20, 30 kids. They can be part of our project, so they have a real time learning experience. So we're trying at our level all possible things.
So this is the sampling part. Now coming to the actual garment part. Now then the trial part. Now getting into the e-commerce zone. I take offline or online, either of the business that they want to be. So sampling is to AI, right? Then the next proceedings are also taken care, or how they should know that yes, the product, where they can procure the product, or do you help in this aspect as well?
See, as of now, no. But brands, they do outsource, their production through my team. But I don't look into that. There's a different team who looks after merchandising part, that we give designs and they do the production part. But primarily, Primoknot Design Studio is focusing more on AI 3D based design process. At the same time, we are selling this technology, or selling is the wrong word, I would say. We are
Making others buy.
again, you are taking this on subscription. This is a software as a, the SaaS model. So there we are, offering a software, an application by the name Style 3D, and we are their partner to resell in India, train people, handhold them, and even whatever challenges they have, we were there.
And what about the costing part?
It varies. You have modules, starts from $2,000, goes up to $15,000, $16,000. Then you also have hardware, which we don't sell, but they have a hardware also from a company from Germany. So it's a complete package. We focus on the creativity part, which is, I would say, which has been under a lot of challenges, a lot of inefficiencies to do with sampling, time, money, and then taking it forward to to create campaigns. So ours is purely soft skill based part, where we conceive a product and give it to you. Physicality, you have to look after yourself.
So do you think in times to come, India would have entirely AI conceptualization, or what is your take on that?
See, no, this will evolve. See, nothing. It will not be like that. You have a shut off for physical manufacturing, and you only have. You'll always have a crossover. You'll always have, like, we sell digital garment through a portal called dressx.com. Dressx is the first digital company in the world. From the two girls from Ukraine had launched it, and we were the collaborator partner. So we used to sell only skins, a style created, given to them. Now those styles are being bought by whoever wants to put it on their body, and so they had this technology, this Snapchat technology. So you have a garment on yourself, get yourself clicked, and that garment is yours, and you're paying $100 for that. No physical exchange of garment. I made it in my studio, send those files through email. They took it, they showed it on their portal, somebody bought it, it is on the screen, on a digital profile, and hence the transaction ends. And hence the application of garment ends. So maybe Gen Z would want to buy less because they have this option available to them.
Meanwhile, let us watch out this small video about how, what Sir talked about, how the transition and everything about the garment from a 3D concept. Let us watch this video. there is. Do you have anything to share? Because the audience would like to know, the listeners would like to know any story where actually people who have been into the traditional zone, it can be from the country, within the country or abroad, anywhere, and they have, once they adapted, something has happened. So anything, do you remember?
Yes, I do have. So
Please,
the
please.
story starts from India. It goes to US. It comes back to UAE and goes to Saudi Arabia, and then stays with them. So story is like, so we were asked to create a metaverse, look for a brand. They felt that we are good in our space. They invited us for creating metaverse. We created. They could launch their metaverse store. Relationship grew. That yes, we could bring them, give them a new identity which they were looking for. And the brand's headquarter was in California, US. The story reached there as well, and they liked it. And they had to launch their women's wear. So, if I may say, the name of the country is Saudi Arabia. Since they have a vision 2030, so there's a policy called 2030, and they're also doing, I think, FIFA in 2035. So the entire country is going through changes, and even they have allowed women to drive car. They have their nightlife now. They don't have liquor at the moment, but they still have girls
The
around.
openness is.
Yeah, I mean the girls are there. They're having so they have coffee bars, I would say.
Okay.
Now they sit in those cafe till 4 a.m. Go back home, get ready, come back to the jobs. So this is the transformation which is happening, and we were asked to create a women's wear for that country. We were even given tickets to travel, stay there for 7 days, study the market, create something which really resonate well with the brand and the way the market has to adopt. We went there and we gave them some 200 plus styles. Again, AI 3D was the force behind the process.
This is all Western wear you're talking
This
about.
is all Western wear, but it was pretty much tuned to the requirement.
Okay.
That you can't have those sleeveless and you can't have those
As per the norms.
as per the market requirement, and we really gave them. And now that brand which had 200 stores or 200 contact point has doubled their contact points, turnover multiplying, and women's wear has become a major contribution to their revenue in a country which does not have, never had organized retail for women. This is one big success story we feel that can be shared, that you can start.
This is wonderful. This is wonderful.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's a huge rise over the mindset.
Yeah.
There is a huge rise over the conceptualization. What I think. Wonderful, sir. Now we come down to our last section. So this is what people say about you. This is a certain homework that we could do, and we came to know that yes, you always come up with new things with the old minds. So anywhere you're sitting somewhere and you come up with a new thing, new idea. So is it natural to you? Is it intentional to you? What is it?
I go by public perception. So whatever I do, I need to see how it is being received by others.
Okay.
Yes, by nature, I always feel that I'm ahead of time. That becomes sometime a point of accolation, sometime a point of sarcasm, and I get to hear this more as a sarcasm than somebody is accolading my achievement. So this point I've heard.
So you've heard this
many a time.
So are you going to change this or are you going to stay with
फिर से
this?
कुछ नया लेके आ गए. अब पता नहीं क्या लाएंगे.
So are you going to change this or are you going to stay with
No,
this?
why should I change? It works in my favor.
This works in your
Yeah,
favor.
yeah. At least I have easy access.
So you're basically compelling others to get along with you. Wonderful.
They should.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, sir. I would like to conclude it. We had a lot of vital informations dropping in today. Anyone who wants to start your own business, please think again, how can you take advantage from Studio 3D? We'll have our details in this podcast itself. You can click, you can find out the relevance out there itself, and don't forget to subscribe and like the channel and share it because it's going to be advantageous.